Mwah. The last 24 hours have been hell on earth for me. And welcome back to the Rachel Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. There's something we need to talk about. As a dog mom, I love my dog immensely. I have a French bulldog, Scout. She's actually taking a nap right now, or else I would bring her in this video. We have plenty of videos on our page with both of us. The last 24 hours, Scout she's been lethargic. She's been eating here and there. It's like yesterday she ate 3 meals. Today, she threw up a little bit of breakfast that she ate. And the day before yesterday, she kind of picked up food and ate here and there. So it's like, Scout is very much the dog that one day she's completely fine and you will never know that anything's going on. And then the next day, the bottom falls out and she's not doing well. She's been sick for a while, but you've never noticed it really until that one day hits where she is taking it to the max and she can no longer handle the pain or the agony or the agony that whatever she's dealing with at the time has put her through. In the past, Scout is 6 years old. I got her when she was about 6 or 8 weeks old, so we've been ride or die and A1 homies ever since, for 6 full years, basically. Up until this point, Scout has only had 1 surgery. She's gotten herself fixed. She hasn't had any more surgeries, but this kid always has an issue, and we are at the vet at least once every 3 to 6 months. Somewhere in there, it never fails. Sometimes even shorter. Because we just were at the vet a month ago, and here we are again at the vet today. So what happened and what led us up to going to the vet is the inconsistent eating, Scout being a little lethargic, and then the straw that broke the camel's back this morning was her throwing up. I knew something was off, something was wrong, and I gotta get to the bottom of this. Well, for the last year, Scout has had issues where her ears always have buildup in there. Our vet in the past, because we just moved to from North Carolina to Florida literally a month ago, and our vet for the last 3 or 4 years has always said that Scout just has allergy issues and give her a Cytopoint shot, she's fine. Well, I've noticed lately, this last 6 months or a year, that Scout's Cytopoint shots only last her for a good week or 2, and then her ears already have more buildup in there again. And we're dealing with the same problem, and I'm constantly cleaning them out every single day. I'm wiping out her ears and putting drops in there. And I'm just like, this can't be a way of living. And I think it all came to a head today when I went to the vet. And I was like, we've got to figure out something else. Because her just getting a Cytopoint shot and it working for a week or 2, it just is expensive. Those shots are like $200 or $300 a pop. If they're not working, like, let's slow the roll and let's figure out something else. So when we went to the vet today, we had to find a completely new vet. I will say I'm not even 100% positive if I'm going to go back to that vet because I feel like they really didn't help me. I feel like they've just been telling me the same things that the vet has told me for the last year. Well, but I will give them the credit that they went a lot more in depth with me today because they said, okay, Scout's been eating hydrolyzed protein. This right here. I've been feeding Scout that kind of hydrolyzed Royal Canin French Bulldog food for the last year. If not, maybe a little bit more or a little less, somewhere within the year time frame. I've been giving her that, and I just haven't seen an improvement. And I keep noting that to the vet that we've been going to, But come to find out today when we went, the vet said, okay, well, what kind of treats are you giving your dog? And then if she's in a heartworm and flea and tick medicine every month, what kind of medicine are you giving her? And are you letting her eat table scraps and all of this? And I just was never informed at our last vet how serious having a food allergy is, and that we need to get to the root of the cause. And I mean, I guess I kind of always knew that, but like I was never informed that you don't need to give them this and this is what they need to have. And if you're not laying that out for me, how am I supposed to know? So at our last vet that we were going to, they were giving us regular heartworm, flea and tick medicine. Let me find it. Okay, I found the meds. I couldn't remember where I placed it. You know, moving in and then you just put stuff somewhere and you're not sure where you put it at. I put it right in front of my face. It was just in the laundry room in a basket. But this is a medicine that Scout's been taking ever since she was a puppy. And she's never had any issues. I've only really noticed these issues the last year. And I had no idea until today that Scout is not supposed to be taking this. If she's on a hydrolyzed diet, which she was supposed to be all this last year, I didn't realize that until today. You know, that she's not allowed to take this form of the medication, that there's another form of the same medication, maybe a different brand or something. I'm not quite 100% sure until we get ready to purchase it next month, which I will share with you guys when that time comes that we go back to the vet to buy the stuff that she's allowed to have. But yeah, she's not even allowed to be taking this. And I wish I would have known this whole last year, because we could have fixed this problem a year ago instead of being where we were today, where I was so frustrated. I literally was crying in my car because I have no clue why I felt like I was misled this entire last year, and I really never realized that until today. Because what the vet shared with me today is she's only allowed to have hydrolyzed food, treats, everything. Everything has to be hydrolyzed protein. And I had no idea. This last year, the vet never shared that with me. They kept giving her Cytopoint shots, which are like $200 to $400. I can't remember exactly without pulling a receipt. Somewhere in there. And they were like, yep, she's good to go. Well, I noticed that every time she get a Cytopoint shot, she was only good to go for like maybe 10 to 15 days, and then her ears would start to build up again. And I kept trying to express that to the vet, that I think she needs to be on a different food, but they never went into depth with, this is the only thing she's allowed to eat. You're not allowed to feed her table scraps, and you're not allowed to feed her anything else. And she's not a very big table scrap girl, but occasionally if I'm eating something, I might give her a little bit, just because we've always done that and we've never had a problem. And she's not allowed to have anything else, and I had no clue until today. So I will give that to the vet that we went to today, but I was just kind of like taken aback, because I was like, Scout hasn't been eating, like, what am I supposed to give her? You know, because she never misses a meal. And they acted like it was no big deal, kind of like, yeah, just, you know, she'll eat when she wants. I'm like, this girl never skips a meal. Like, I've got to find something to feed her. Like, what can I do? And the vet did say that I could get the hydrolyzed canned food. It tastes a little bit different than the dry food. So I literally had to scour the town and to find a PetSmart that had a vet, because this is prescription food. So I couldn't just get it at any PetSmart. I had to get it at the one that had a vet in there, and I had to send over my prescription from the doctor over to the PetSmart so I can check out and buy this food. But she did eat a little bit, as you can tell. She actually chowed down on that, and I'm so happy, because she hadn't eaten anything today, basically, because she threw up what she did eat this morning. I just wanted to come on here and to share all of this information, this whole backstory, and I kind of want this to be something that we can give updates maybe weekly, and we'll see how Scout's doing. But I will say trigger warning, because if I'm going to be honest, and I want to be transparent and honest about this journey, then I'm going to have to share like video and pictures of her skin issues, so that way you guys can kind of understand where we're coming from in the beginning to where we want to be. We want to be ultimately the most healthiest dog without any skin issues or wax buildup issues in the ear and no itchy paws and stuff like that. And I was told that this food at the pet store, this grain-free food, would do all of that. But my vet today told me there's no science to support a grain-free diet versus the hydrolyzed protein diet. And he's saying hydrolyzed protein is the way to go. It's the best way to go. And I have to listen to the professionals because I honestly don't know, and I don't want to mess Scout's body up anymore or anything. She's 6 years old and she can only take so much at her ripe age. I would say she's probably about middle age for her breed, and I want her to be able to live out the rest of her life as the best years of her life. So I'm hoping that by being transparent and sharing my journey with you guys, we can build a community, and maybe there's other pet parents that are going through similar things, and we can kind of bond and share treat recipes and recommendations and stuff like that, that we can all kind of, you know, lean on each other. So thanks for watching our video. We love you guys, and stay tuned for our next video on this series, right? We're going to make a little series for you. I love you, and I just want you to be healthy and happy.